I do. I take a lot of vitamins. I can't even list them to you here.
And so, RFK, you're pretty jacked. You're 68 years old. You're doing chin-ups and so on. You have muscles. Now, perhaps it's just because you have the proper tan, but you have an amazing physique for your age. What do you take? Are you 100% natural?
I do. I take a lot of vitamins. I can't even list them to you here.
I take a lot of vitamins. I can't list them out here. And so, are those vitamins vitamin trenbolone? Is it vitamin Anavar? Perhaps it's vitamin A, but it stands for vitamin Anavar. I know he probably takes vitamin C, aka Cialis, and perhaps he sprinkles in a little bit of vitamin D, as in Deca-Durabolin. But the most important vitamin of all that he's taking, remember, he can't remember the names of the vitamins. I just take some. I don't know what I'm taking. It's vitamin T. And I wish I could say it's vitamin T from his favorite tea plug, Coach Greg, of course, and it's Turk Max, but I do believe that it's testosterone. And so the reason he looks like this is not because of the vitamins. It's not because he doesn't consume pesticides. It doesn't have anything to do with this. It's because he trains harder than last time and he's on test, aka steroids.
I don't have a problem with this at all. I think it's great. But just to make something very clear, almost all vitamins and nutrients are much less regulated than foods.
And so do you think it has more to do with his diet or the vitamins and supplements? If you're not overweight, it's because you're not in a calorie surplus. You're not eating more calories than you need. I don't care how much vitamin A, B, D, C, whatever the vitamins you can add. I don't care how many of them he's taking. If he's not fat, it's because he's exercising or not eating too many calories.
I'm on an anti-aging protocol from my doctor that includes testosterone replacement.
And so he's on anti-aging testosterone replacement. And I'm going to tell you this right now. There's no way it's at replacement doses. He's at super physiological levels. I don't believe it's at a replacement level. A man who's 68, let's call it his natural testosterone be at 500 nanograms per deciliter. Does anyone think he's at 500? Or do you believe he's closer to 1,000 or maybe even more?
And but I don't take any steroids. I don't take any anabolic steroids or anything.
I don't take any anabolic steroids whatsoever. Testosterone is a steroid. I'm on HRT myself, 140 milligrams of testosterone and enanthate per week. I take 80 milligrams every 4 days. I did my shot this morning. My test levels are between 550 and about 765. It fluctuates depending on the time that I do the test. And so what he's trying to tell you, what he's trying to make it look like, is I don't do those steroids. Steroids are bad. I'm on bioidentical. It's just a fancy word for saying I'm on testosterone. And so if somebody says I'm on bioidentical, it doesn't mean anything. I don't give two shits about it. It's like saying I don't consume water. I drink Gatorade. There's water in the Gatorade. You consume water. You consume liquids. If you consume liquids, you're consuming water. I don't consume protein. I drink milk. Whey protein comes from milk.
So it's actually not bioidentical. Just to be clear, it's just like, it's and testosterone in general is bioidentical to every other kind of testosterone, even artificial stuff.
And so the word bioidentical is used so that people can feel good about the steroids that they're taking, so that they convince their families and friends, no, it's not like steroids. It's not like what The Rock or Mike O'Hearn or Arnold Schwarzenegger would have taken. It's something different. It's bioidentical.
The Dothraki way. Let's go.
At RFK's age, being able to do pull-ups like this is absolutely ultra impressive.
And so check him out on the chin-up bar. He's doing partial reps, but he's doing a lot of them. He's very, very strong. And of course, the testosterone that he's using and probably all the other supplements he's not telling us about are definitely helping him. Perhaps growth hormone, IGF-1. We have no idea how many things he's actually taking. I do believe he's taking several of them. But guys, it's working. Does he not look healthy? Does he not look fit? Certainly would rather have him at 68 years of age using bioidentical testosterone and so on than him being 300 pounds.
RFK.
And so look at this physique as he's doing the incline bench press. It's a lot of muscle. He's got a smaller waist. The chest is well formed. Bro is 68. He's looking amazing.
Hey, push-ups. So he's going all the way down. He's coming up about halfway or 2/3. This is a really, really good way to do push-ups.
And look at him demonstrate the push-ups. What I immediately notice is he has a proper tan. That is adding to the separation of the chest, the delts, the triceps, even the back. And so because he has that proper tan, it's making him look at least 5% leaner. And not only that, the fact that he has very white hair, it's adding to the illusion that he has an even darker tan. It's the difference in pigmentation, the coloring, if you will. The darker tan next to the white hair, it's making him appear that much leaner.
The thing is that a ton of high palatability, very delicious foods for very cheap, very conveniently, you apply that to people with any given food drive genetically. And the people with a high food drive, they get real fat.
And so here's Mike's bias. And so in case you didn't know, Mike takes a GLP-1. He injects it, okay? And what that does is it decreases his appetite. It makes him easier to stick to a diet. After all, it's way better to be skinny than to be fat. We know that if you're fat, you could get things like diabetes and so on and lead to an early death. And so if you're fat, you should just take an injection. Now, here's the problem with simply giving that advice. It's taking away the power that you have to do it on your own. Should we just be given drugs for every single problem, no matter what? Because I'm a 5'6" manlet, should I have been given growth hormone throughout my early years to make me grow taller? Is being a short king a disease? Is it bad? Well, I can tell you it certainly hinders a lot of things in your life, makes it harder to get a mate. You're not seen as sexy as if you're 6'3", or perhaps 6'5" blue eyes working in. And so studies actually found that for every inch of height below 6 feet tall, you have to make over $30,000 extra in order to have the same SMV. And so if I were 6'2", I would have to make about $250,000 less for somebody to want to date me, even if we look the same. Bro is taller, he's therefore more valuable. And so in society, if you're fat, you're not seen as valuable as if you're thin. We all know that.
So you have videos that are edited, paid for, that you made about Mike. I think it would be a very nice gesture to not put out those videos.
Selling diet pills, programs, and so on, it's a multi-billion-dollar disease, perhaps even trillions of dollars. And why do you think that is? Because people desire it. Now, as far as I know, the only thing that can make me taller is a limb lengthening surgery. Be in pain for perhaps 6 months or even a year. Don't want to have to sit in a wheelchair to become taller. To me, this is going too far. I don't have body dysmorphia, but many people, they actually do. And so I can understand the desires of people to take the shortcut, the injection, the magic pill, if you will, that allow them to be skinny once and for all. What I've seen from research is people who use Ozempic, for example, oftentimes they lose over half of the weight as muscle. By the time they've lost all their weight, they have no muscle left. Case in point, Nicocado Avocado. You guys all thought he was thin, that he had no loose skin whatsoever. Have you seen him? He in fact posted a reveal. He took the belly out, revealing that he has a lot of loose skin, a lot of body fat, and that he has no ass. He has no muscle. He didn't exercise to lose any of that weight. He just starved himself, and look at the results. Now, he gets away with it. He's wearing shorts and a t-shirt. But if he were walking on the beach, showing you everything you could see, did he in fact get that physique from taking Ozempic from a GLP-1? I would bet that he did.
And the shot works better than anything we've ever tried outside of surgery. In a statistical application level, it works better than diet and exercise.
And so knowing that Mike Israetel takes that item, can you see why he would then promote it? Now realize this, these drugs were designed for people with severe obesity, diabetes, and so on. Not made to replace a diet or exercise program, and certainly not made for people to diet down to 5% body fat. But remember, taking these things can in fact come with negative side effects, and so please be careful.
So like I give RFK a solid B for fitness.
And for his proper tan, he's given him an A+. And so, of course, what I recommend to RFK as well as Mike Isertel, Geo2 Max and Turk Max, it's the greatest stack I can suggest. It's the T-plug stack for greater endurance, strength, recovery, and so on. You can get it on my website, code Greg, 15% off. And remember, it's the authentic Ajuga turkistanica. It's not the copycat cyanosis plant that practically everyone else that I've tested has been selling, but yet they're lying to you, pretending they have what I have. And so, yeah, they're swindling money out of you. They only care about making money. They don't care about being honest, like Coach Greg, of which I've been vindicated for. And so if you want the real Ajuga turkistanica, Turk Max, head to my website, code Greg, 15% off. Subscribe, click the bell button, comment to boost the algorithm, like the video if you liked it. Don't forget to watch either of those two bloops. And of course, you want to make the smart choice. You get the Cookbook 3.1 as well as the Circle Diet Book, my life's work, how to lose weight and keep it off for the rest of your life. And until next time, I am out.